All right. What is going on, YouTube? This is your boy Liger, one half of Enduo. Just putting up some random. This is somebody else's stuff, of course, but put up some random gameplays while I talk. But it's like a little update to my channel. Again, I want to thank Game Idea Guy, Neil, basically known as Lucillo, SK Massive, Doc Ghost, all those guys. Thanks for on your input on the last one and the last update I had. And basically for the new channel is for not the new channel, but what I'm saying for the channel, what I want to do is as you can see this right here, I found a way to do certain stuff quickly, which is this right here, which is called Ncast Lite. Ncast Lite is basically the prompt to one, maybe about 90% of the time it's gonna be me by myself, just talking about issues. I think this will be quicker. I got shout out to Puppy 2K. Like you said, to render videos is a little tough. So yeah, just happy that this is quick to do that. So the Ncast Lite is a new part going to be of the channel. Then you're going to have of course the one-to-ones. Lately last two one-to-ones, one with the Game Idea Guy and Mr. Red Fox, those went very well and people liked it. So of course I'm gonna do more of those with more YouTubers and some subs as well. That if you subs have great mics and stuff, then we could pull it off. Again, it's just sit back, relax, and just talking about the game industry and having fun. The Endcast will still be about the issues or topics that's good that I think that we need to talk about. So that's gonna still be around. The breakdown, of course, is breaking down certain things I think needs to be break down. The WTF, of course, is asking a question like you're puzzled. You still I gotta put up music on the jukebox more, but of course that's the contest going right now, so I can put up nothing as yet. And then you have what should I say? And oh yeah, then you have the loss of brain cells, which is gonna be, I think they're gonna have a lot of episodes this year because people are gonna just say stupid stuff for sure. If ask about it. Whew. Oh, tired as hell. Anyway, hopefully also too, like I said, next one-to-one will come on tonight where I'm doing a one-to-one with somebody else tonight, and we're gonna talk about certain things as it looked like he's setting up a way to ask questions to me about the game industry and everything. And again, just to let anybody know, because I don't think everybody understand, I never said I was a game designer. I mostly go through this stuff through the audio scene. I do developing, but small developing, not that big. But again, you'll get more of how that goes in that podcast of the one-to-one with him. I think his name is Salem. So we'll see how that works out. So with that said, like I said, we got the channel is gonna be like that, and I think I'm still gonna do like I want to do a hidden gems channel. Not channel. Shoot, a hidden gems playlist where we talk about hidden gems, kind of like you see right now in Red Steel, or like last year, like a hidden gem to me was Senra Kagura. Like, then look at it. Next thing you know, that game came out of nowhere, and I put hours into that game. Cabo was just basically hours, 80% in the game. So that was a hidden gem to me. So I'll talk about that, and then Legacy Red Steel too. Like I said, I'm also going to talk about the games that I worked on, and just give a little about the production and how things were during the game and stuff like that. So and then I have one where I have the 6 games that blew my mind, and I'm thinking I'm trying to put that somewhere as well too. But now that I got the company, like I said, my company back up running full power, so I gotta be careful. The time has been restricted a little bit, and I have to I have to again thank those guys for like Lupacil and everything, because last night I saw 2 LBCs really. One was gaming related, one was real life. The one with game related was like I saw it, I was like, oh my god, this stupidity will never stop. And then the other one was real life, real thing that we were talking at the studios. I was like, they were like, dude, I can't believe. I'm like, yeah, this is seriously crazy. So Yeah, thank you guys that helped me do LBC. Cause I want to incorporate that in my radio show now. When I see stupid stuff and see if people could, because even everybody that saw what I saw last night was like, "What the hell? You can't be that stupid." But there are people that stupid in this world. So that's just for that point of view right there. I'm going to get into now 2015. 2015 has ended. Everybody have seen, and the gameplay you've seen is from Blood of Team. That's his YouTube channel. That's it. So you could, but talk about this as a background while I'm talking. Anyway, kind of don't like it like that, but it's just because it has look like I'm gonna keep on switching. Ain't that bad. Anyway, talk about 2000 and let's talk about 2015. And the reason why the first podcast I labeled "Nothing Has Changed," because nothing's going to change until we have a crash, until majority of these YouTubers and gamers come to sense. Hype begets hype. Number one factor that made 2000 this age generation bad so far and made 2015 not that great, including 2014, which was worse, is hype. Everybody can't stop talking about rumors. Everybody can't stop talking about. Everybody's talking about hype. They are there. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, just came out for like 18 hours working. But anyway, everybody can't stop talking about rumors. Everybody can't stop talking about hype. And when the game comes out or whatever they think is gonna come out, gonna shock the world, they're disappointed. You creating your own bubble, and then of course I never see these YouTubers, gamers blame themselves for putting this falsehood up so high and then it falls so hard. You're the one who did it. But you know what? Half of it I gotta give to the game media, because the game media has done some really crappy stuff that and I'm gonna not. It look like I would never stop talking about the games media, but they've done some really bad media that is just so crazy that it's like, why the hell do these people not? If you're gonna listen to IGN, GameSpot, game trailers, all this stuff, I said it on my last one with IGN and our last video when I say IGN spells ignorance. The last LBC. If you're gonna do research, gamers, do the full research. If not, just simply play the games. That's all you have to do, and you enjoy life so easy and so simple. It's not that hard. Really not that hard. Now, 2015 came in. Everybody was, certain YouTubers were on a certain hype status. Oh man, we get this game coming out. We're gonna have this game coming out. Things were going good. I saw this year a lot of people turn, not just because of E3, but a lot of people turn from Nintendo fans into this Nintendo hater or whatever. And again, you know what? I don't care for y'all really that much. But last night I was listening to dropping names really. But last night I came home and like I said, hopefully I can get this. I am still sub to this person. Unlike certain people that unsub, I still sub to the person. I don't watch all the videos, but I still sub to the person. And like I said, he has his opinions. He's a strong opinionated person, but I still listen to his videos and stuff like that. So I saw it was, and some of his, like one of his videos, he's talking about the only way to get high subs is to or most of what people watch on your videos is drama. I'm like, my highest viewed videos on our channel are not drama filled. They're fun and just listening to music and having fun or talking about a relevant topic. So it wasn't that, but the person. But I was listening to, and you can go to that comment section and see I just put LBC. I didn't listen to the whole podcast, so I'll be honest about that. But I listened. I was listening, but I saw that the faceplate was King Grimpachi on it, It was King Gripachi on Bear Hugger 29's podcast. And this, I don't get this. See, this is when Mr. T said it the best on Gamers at Large. Fanboys don't like their console, but they hate, but they want to argue about yours. I think I messed it up really because I'm tired. But it's on the Gamers at Large. I think 88. Don't like their console, but argue about yours or something like that. It's because King Apache, I have to say him. He's like I said many times. If you ever say he's an analytic guy, but you know what? I give it to him. He's a fair person and young, but has a little wisdom around him. And he asks a question. Sometimes it comes off to other people the way it is, but after talking to him to a while, I see where he comes from certain things. But he went on the Bears podcast, and that's the part I was listening to. And then they were talking about the Nintendo part, of course, and the Wii, I think it's Wii Lover or Wii whatever. And these guys were basically building up Wii Lover like he's some kind of superhero or something. Oh, he shouldn't talk that way because he's the leader of these people. Like, leader of who elected this guy leader of Nintendo or Wii or whatever? Where do these YouTubers get these ideas of this stupidity? I'm not speaking for nobody else, and nobody else is speaking for me. Why is they're giving this guy the power to say, oh, he speaks for everybody else? That's just wow. It's weird to see how certain people do that. But and Kim got you like, hey, is his opinion, blah blah blah. And they kept on going. I mean, and Bear was being fair in that part right there that I listened to. But there are other people in there saying stuff that would kill me as usual. And he goes to one point about 2015. Again, I've said this most of the stuff I'm gonna say right now, I've said many times. So bear with me. But the 2015, it was like, oh man, you can't. Nintendo is stupid, man, because you talking all this good stuff because they got a drought. Don't be damage control. I'm like, damage control. I hear that word again, and then he's like, they had this drought. I've said millions of times, every console has a drought. That drought word is subjective, because if I use those people's logic, which is stupid, then to me, if it was me, PlayStation and Xbox One has the biggest joy that I ever seen, because I ain't bought the console to play those games. But you know how stupid that sounds? Because I know there's games that came out on those consoles. But you see, they don't say that. They don't have the console. One of them was a Sony guy. They don't have, and he said, how crazy it would be if Sony was doing that, and people, yeah, Sony does do that. First party. They don't have no first party. They have a second party studios and stuff, but they don't have no first party. But nobody want to talk about that, don't they? No. No, they don't. It would be stupid to say that there's no games and no consoles. Just say that, there's no games that interest me. That would be the easiest thing, and let it go. But nope. This bashing of the consoles is just getting ridiculous. And of course, like I said about the games media, it keeps on perpetuating this stupid thing called a console war, which does not exist. Because I've said it again, Miyamoto, Iwata, and Reggie said on multiple interviews, we are not competing with Xbox and PlayStation. You might be the same genre, and they might be competing. They have the official competing. But if I know I have a good product and people keep on buying my product and there's no place to get it, I'm not competing with them. Because if that's the case, nobody want to buy a Wii U. Hey, it is what it is, because of hype, because of the news, media, and everything. And this console war, Nintendo again still is the Wii U, still the latest. Is at the back end. 12 million, 13 million sold. Okay, all right. But again, my only gripe with anything when it comes to these sales numbers, if the console or the game is financially a success, because that means we're going to get more games. That's all I care about. And it's so simple that I want something to be success, and that's even on the PlayStation side and it's an Xbox side. I want something to be so successful that it makes the profits that these companies made some bad budgets to, but makes profit that it could make more games. I want them to make a next Tomb Raider 3, without the microtransactions and DLC and all that bull crap. But if this one fail, it's right now it's failed. If it's a financial failure right now, and if it keeps on going that route, there's gonna be more microtransactions and more stuff in the next game, or they're not gonna do the game at all. And that's something that I don't catch on. I catch what these guys be talking about. Oops, sorry, dang it. They be talking about. That's just stupid things to say. Really, come on. You have this drought as these guys talk about it. And I was like, I was gonna say, I don't, because I never really talked to, other than the comment sections and stuff, I never talked to Bear Hugger to say if I could jump in or not. And I think that after that point, I was saying everybody else, and they were like talking over each other. That's one thing about my podcast I try to do, is try to let everybody talk and try to like keep it calm. We might get it rowdy, but not like those guys. I just like, nah, I say, you know what, nah, I'm gonna go to sleep and relax my mind. And I wanted to, because I literally, when I went to the studio, I went to the studio to do my, my night work of running my company and doing stuff for the radio show and everything else. I counted all the games I played on my Wii U. That not played on my Wii U, sorry, bought. Even DLC and content and everything, because everybody always thinking, oh, they got a drought. Do you have to play every new game? Not really. Because Nintendo released a couple DLC that revigorate the Smash Brothers, just like Smash Brothers came out last night. People back playing Smash Brothers full core again. Same thing with Splatoon. Same thing with Mario Kart. People are playing it. They keep on thinking that you have to, this drought, oh, it has to be a new game every single time, which is really stupid. But anyway, I counted all the games I bought on Wii U. Kirby's Rainbow Curse, all the Smash Brothers DLCs that came out last year, which was 3 packs, and the stages. Didn't buy no skins, characters and stages. Splatoon, Mario Maker, Yoshi's Woolly World, Affordable Space Adventure, Devil's Third. All these are high retail price, like the price where it came out at the store. I didn't go to the GameSpot. I didn't get no used games. These are games because I want to give people the right to earn their money. Devil's Third, Xenoblade Chronicles, Fast Racing Neo, Freedom Planet, we call it Rodeo the Sky Soldier, Legend of K. I mean, did I miss anything else? I think I'm missing one more $60 game in there. Splatoon, Mario Maker, that was third. I think I'm missing one more, but I'm tired. So I added all that all together that I bought last year for the Wii U only, with indies and everything. That came out to be $575 that I spent. And technically speaking, yeah, you know what? No. To be that's just I don't want to degrade from nothing else. I spent $575. Basically, I rounded down to the next $25. That I spent that on my Wii U. Then of course I have a 3DS. The next thing that a lot of people keep on forgetting, if you're a certain Nintendo fan to a degree, you have the handheld as well, and then you added 3DS games that I bought. That's an extra $300 of stuff I bought on that console, and then of course I bought Tales of Vestia for PC, Transformers Devastation for the PC. I put it, so I spent close to $1,000 last that year, and then the year before that, me and my sister, we spent $1,200 again, and the majority of this was Nintendo products. But so maybe I was according to these guys, maybe I was buying air, maybe I was buying something that never existed. And that's taking out the amiibos. If I add amiibos in it, it goes up as well too. But that's taking out the amiibos. So that's kind of weird to me. How we always get this drought talk, but nobody could be objective about it. All subjective and all fretting and raving. about stupidity. But I also saw a video today when I was at work listening to, while I was at work, of this guy who got a PlayStation. He bought over 100 games, which is cool. He bought 100 games for his PlayStation 4. 90% of the games he bought was third-party games. Not many exclusives, of course. And which games I could get on an Xbox or I could get on a PC. And he had a list of games he like throw on the floor. This bad game, don't touch it. This why am I buying bad games? I didn't bought Amiibo Festival. I didn't bought Mario Tennis. I didn't bought what do you call it? Mario Party 10. I didn't bought those games. Not that I know they're not bad games because it's, again, bad and good is subjective. Objectively, they did not interest me enough, so I didn't buy them. But so why would I buy something that doesn't interest me? Or you got so wrapped up in the hype, going back to the beginning, the hype, that you bought these bad games. Bad games. Some of the justification of some of the bad games was kind of messed up too. Evolve's a good game. Okay, it's a good game. That's subjective. It just got boring so quick. I ain't played it. I ain't played it for a couple months now. Okay, when did you bought the game? I bought the game in February. When you start playing the game? In February. You bought a game in February and stopped playing the game in February. You didn't play the game ever again? Wow. I don't understand this to show people. And of course, this YouTuber has a lot of subs, of course. So I'm buying bad games to tell. No, like I said, I told you at the beginning of my reviews, I am biased. There's no such thing as unbiased. Anybody who says unbiased in any of their videos is lying. There's no such thing as unbiased. You could be objective or subjective. And I could be objective about what I'm talking about. And there's no freaking way I'm going to buy a game and only play it for, 2 weeks and then put it down and don't do nothing with it? That's crazy. That's ridiculous. But gamers are doing that now. They're trying to, I don't know if they're trying to do something for the YouTube channel or they're trying to show people stuff like that. And I think about it, it's not like he said this is a bad game and put it to the side. He threw it on the floor. Like, he don't care for it, so why you buy it? Why? You trying to show people that you have this game? You trying to keep your coolness on YouTube? I don't get that. I don't get that. But that's something YouTubers who do that stupid, ignorant stuff. And Evolve is a good shot of that. A game that came out that from the beginning. This is the one thing. The next thing I learned from talking people, as I said, nobody do their research. 2 years before when the game got announced, they said this game was built for DLC. People still went and bought this game. And here's the thing: at the time you bought the game, then you had $260 worth of DLC to make the game even whatever work on top of the $60, which I ain't freaking doing. You wanted to get a gun just to change the color of your gun. It was $2. So you had a gun, you want to change it from black to blue. $2 to just change the paint. And of course, as I said on my LBC, you gotta check it out. It shows you right there on my LBC IGN. The game reviewers give that game 8s and 9s. What? But of course, you go into the con section, they never talked about nobody touched the damn DLC at all. So that game became a financial flop. Of course, they're trying to do a the definitive version now. I hope you guys look. I don't tell you how to spend your money, but I really hope you don't buy a stupid game like that again, please. Cause that's ridiculous. But so Evolve now becomes this, oh, graphics look good, and then it's boring. I was like, okay. They told you up front, but y'all still got sucked into the hype and bought the game. Huh. All right. It is what it is. Then you have games that was in 2014 that was bad ports. People still went out and pre-ordered Batman Arkham Knight, Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Again, Syndicate was nowhere bad as Unity, but after not seeing, after me, as like I said, WB Studios killed Batman Arkham Knights for me. I was gonna buy it for my PC. My PC could run that thing. No, I guarantee if I get it, it'll run it no problem. But for the BS that they did, I'm not gonna give them the money. I can't. I won't. I can't do that. I was never gonna buy that game day one anyway. I don't buy most of my games day one unless I know the developer and I know the company. Most of my Nintendo games are day one. Truly for that. Project Crosstone coming, Project Crosstone 2 that's coming out. That's a day one game for me. Why? Because the first one was good, the demo is fine, and Monolith Soft has not dropped the ball on their games anyway, being the developer. So day one game. Star Fox. I played the game when I was in Japan, so I know the game is ready to go. Zelda U, of course, I played it as well too, so I know those games are good. So those are gonna be day ones. But anything on PC, Tales of Zestiria, when I bought for PC, I waited about I think 3 weeks before I bought that game, just to make sure. Just to make sure. Transported Devastation, that was a disc thing, that was not a Steam or nothing, so I bought the disc and put it on there. But people are pre-ordering bad games now, even though they had a history of the game being the game prior to that was bad. So gamers ain't learning nothing in that regard either. Then came E3. Now my thing with E3, and you can check out my videos on E3. Nintendo had a bad digital event. Yeah. Yeah, and I don't give a damn for win or not win. If you could, my thing still is you combine all the stuff that happened in that week when Nintendo made a whole event while everybody else didn't. Made a whole event with the tournament, the World Championship tournament, and a reveal of Ryu and Rai, even though he got spoiled by some jerks and all that stuff. That was pretty good. The thing that killed me about the E3, and again, Microsoft did a good job doing what you gotta do. I share my hats with Microsoft, and Sony showed some games that I'm interested in. Horizon looked awesome, and the Dreams game looked good. And they have other games that then, of course, but the problem was when they fought later on, I was like, oh, this game's coming, that game, this game, oh, all these are coming to PC. Huh, well, I can wait. I can dead ass wait. I ain't gotta worry about buying a console. And that's why I'm like, if anybody follow me on Google Plus, I've said many times, Sony, if you want to buy your console, stop letting your or Xbox, stop letting your games go to the PC, please. If I'll tell it, I'm sure if Nintendo did the same thing and go to the PC, hell, I'll go to PC. If I get Mario, my Zelda, my Metroid, all that stuff, I'll get on PC. I'm not gonna be stupid and think I love their games. But that right there is what killed me, that these games were shown. Majority of them on the other two consoles were just pre-rendered stuff. Some had gameplay, but majority was not. All the games Nintendo showed at their digital event that was bad, they showed gameplay of every single one of them. Every single one of them. And other than Star Fox, and Star Fox that was supposed to be coming out this year, that's about, I mean, not this year, last year, every game came out and did very well as we got the sales number and the financial sales. So so I like to see that I get facts, but people are running into this hype train. And the thing about it is sad now, all those games that now was supposed to come out 2016. Now, fast forward, we're in 2016, some of those games got pushed back to 2017. Wow. Wow. That's the hype. That's what you guys live for. So E3 came, and most people, most Nintendo fans jumped some fences, dissociate themselves from Nintendo, say, oh man, Nintendo's irrelevant, Nintendo's bad. Again, I love that word, how Nintendo's irrelevant, but damn if my Google Plus page don't get filled up every time Nintendo takes a shit. When they open up the door to eat food, something, everybody's out there. And of course and then the next thing was killing me. And as we talked with Mr. Red Fox with the whole business thing, I like how certain people talk of business and don't know not one lick of business, nothing about business. They don't have nothing to extrapolate from, nothing. to extrapolate how to run a company. I'm extrapolating. I'm not gonna lie. I'm extrapolating, but I run a company that's worth millions of dollars. Mr. Red Fox, to him, to his he wants something that's worth $1 million. According to him, he said that he should make 6 figures, beyond 6 figures this year. I hope it works out for him too. But he's extrapolating as thing. I'm extrapolating more. My company is worth more money. 1, but 2, also I get to talk to these developers and all kind of crazy stuff. So I get a little inside stuff. That's why I went to Japan, and I got to go and play games and talk to people in Square Enix Japan, Namco Bandai, Platinum Games, and of course Nintendo EAD. So we getting these guys with the business, what I'm talking about, they had videos talking about fire water. You I don't know nothing. Reggie don't fire Reggie. Reggie don't know what he's talking about. I don't know why would the board fire people when they're making money, because that would be really stupid. That's what shows you they don't know business. But they fire them. And then of course sadness came to the Nintendo side of the gaming. We lost a very great man who did certain games that I love. Of course, without him, I wouldn't get Kirby. I wouldn't get Smash Brothers. Oh, thank you, Mr. Watts, again. R.I.P. Rest in peace, son. Because you did, and also the Pokemon people who did Pokemon games again. He will be missed. Then those same people who was bashing Iwata come back and being like, oh, and I'm like being nice and stuff. You know what? You might have a true feeling that you'll miss the guy. Mad respect for y'all for that, but that's kind of weird that you would drag somebody's name bad and then start sharing and to the mother, and now be relevant have reverence right now. So that's what's going on. The E3 really shaked up the market and everybody got crazy. And it's funny, like I don't look at E3 as no hype train, but everybody does for some weird reason. I don't. And as I said in one of my videos, I don't get hyped for games. So hell, I learned my lesson back in 2001 with Metroid Prime. That going with low expectation, I will get my face would get blown off because I went in such low expectation. Like, holy crap, this is a good game. So that right now is gone. Then everybody's worried about the reconstruction, what's going on with Nintendo. Hopefully Nintendo could do better. Hopefully Nintendo could be like the other consoles, but I still never understand that point at all. Why do I want 3 of the same consoles? I do not. I want to have. That's why I would buy all. I have enough money to buy all 3 consoles and PC. So I'll be really a multi-plat player for sure. Have a powerful PC, a PlayStation 4, an Xbox One, and a Wii U, and a 3DS, and of course, I'm gonna get me a PS Vita, because PS Vita have, just like what I want to talk about, has some cool exclusives. And I had all that stuff. If each console showed me why I should get it. Third-party games are on my PC, so it's nothing graphic. Because what happened is, I saw more stupid arguments with graphics. There were people arguing about my grass look better on my Xbox One than your grass look in PlayStation 4 for Grand Theft Auto 5. Are you freaking kidding me? Grass? If you ain't smoking it, I don't give a damn. But people are arguing over grass. Look at that water effect, son. Look at what? This is what gamers are talking about now, just that graphics. And of course, the Nelson report came out and proved something to me. It proves that, as I said on my IG, again, I'm going to go back to it because that was the most relevant of what I'm saying in this. Like, when Pierce Snyder said the game is fun, solid, no glitches and everything, and what I'm talking about Mario Tennis and Amiibo Festival, he says it's fun. Now fun is put to the side now. Now it's like a dick measuring contest or something that's going on with YouTube. That's crazy. That's holy crap. It has to be. Because the reason people buy PlayStation is basically for the greater graphics and the features. The Nelson report show that. The people are loyal to Xbox, the brand name. But when you look at that list, fun on those 2 consoles are way down. The first thing people buy for Nintendo was fun. And when I saw that, I said, you know what? Nintendo would never win this so-called, I'm doing air quotes right here, but so-called console war. Again, they won't. They will never be number one. Because if gamers worried about features more than having fun with the games, they're never going to win. For those people out there who are multi-plat owners with all the consoles, my hats off to you guys. But there's some of you multi-plat owners that are dicks, though. I have to call it out. Because I never understand that you're griping. You bought all the consoles, but you griping Nintendo should have third party. They should have third party. Why? If you have an Xbox and a PlayStation or and a PC, you buy the better version on those other three. You buy the Nintendo for the Nintendo games, unless they do something special with it with a port kind of like Batman Arkham City Armored Edition. I could see that, but why would you care for that in the first place? You have other consoles that plays that will cater to, so get it there. You should have more third parties. You're not gonna buy it anyway, so why would you gripe that stuff? That's the next argument. People just not happy with what they're buying, which is the next thing. What you can't you buy something bad and you're blaming the developers and publishers. In most cases, they deserve it. I'm not gonna deny that. But again, you don't do research and then you don't blame yourself. The only game I returned ever in my life was Shadow the Hedgehog. I've said sometimes. I blame myself for picking up that game and got caught up in the hype of thinking, oh man, Shadow the Hedgehog from 2 that looked like a good game. I'm liking it. Why he's on a bike, I don't know. Why he got guns, I don't know. But I said, you know what, let's just give it a shot. Get the game, was like, no, damn it. Like, why did I bought this thing? I'm gonna return this back because this is not fun. I blame myself. I didn't blame Sega and whatever. They did the game what it is. I got caught in my hype, but other people can't do that. Not at all. So with that said, I'm just like, with that said, seriously, I just that showed me again, like gamers are wrapped up in this hype, trying to show off everything. Again, and some people say I do the same thing too because I get exclusive stuff. So I won't that I brag or whatever. I show off, yes, I'm not gonna deny it, but but I put in almost 15 years of blood, sweat, and tears to get what I got, to get to where I am right now, and to get these exclusives, to help somebody to help me get these things on whatever, but. I'm not gonna say, like I say, my point is still that if you guys buy the other consoles, since I'm a Nintendo fan, or you want to call me a fanboy or whatever, you buy the other consoles. I always said I never said the PlayStation 4 was bad. I never said the Xbox One was bad. I just said I wanted more exclusive games. They got games that's coming out that I want to buy. Scalebound, again, that's the next game I played now in Japan. I want to play that. I want to play that too. Recore, I want to give it a shot. I have my ifs about it. But I'll give it ifs about it. But I want to give it a shot. But they say it might come to PC, so there you go again. And so is God Eater, so is Hitman, so is Just Cause 3. So wow, again, why do I need to go pick these? Really, I don't know why I should buy a console. You guys, it's only Xbox. You guys need to keep those. Again, if Nintendo did the same thing, like if you don't want to buy a Nintendo console and Zombie U was looking good to you, or Sonic Boom, you don't have to buy the console. Pick it on PC. Do the exact same thing that I'm saying. But again, gamers are just, I've seen that this trend that they're buying this hype. They're not buying the hype. I'm saying buying this game to show other people certain things. And then last he also showed me from Evolve to Order 1886 to Metal Gear Solid 5 to Halo Master Chief Collection to Codename Steam to Kirby's Rainbow's Curse to Xenoblade Chronicles. Reviews are getting stupid. It's getting out and out stupid. Now, you give a game that has no broken bugs, no glitches, no problems a 3 because it being subjective, of course, because you couldn't play the game. But you get a game that you can't even continue, play, or whatever. I need freaking patches and all this junk, 7s, 8s, 9s, and 10s, and then you get like and the Metal Gear 5. Again, not bashing the game. I know people who are enjoying the hell out of the games, and they know me, and they don't think I'm bashing them when I say this. But those reviews are bullshit because you had people looking over your shoulder while you're reviewing, and you're rushing to the game. You're not enjoying the game, and you give that a 10. Why? I don't know why, but that's freaking crazy. That is really freaking crazy. These all people do is look at the numbers, and they don't read the reviews. If you read the reviews, you'll be like, there's no way what this person write should be that score. If they write a up and up review, and they'll have and then put the negatives as well and the positive in the bottom, like I did with IGN again, they put the cons and pros, and you say those same cons and pros in the review, then you give me a number that I can say, okay, you wrote that, you gave it that number, okay, I could see that. But no, that's getting crazy. And the next thing that kills me is the whole, like, it's funny, this argument is blowing my mind. I don't have a video, but I'll talk about this. I'll talk about this right here now, but I'll talk about this in the next video that I'm looking to do later on, next LBC. Was everybody's like, oh, the Wii U Nintendo was stupid to give you 30 gigs of flash drive. Maybe I got bad ears or something. Maybe I have a bad memory. I remember Reggie coming out and they asked him, why do you only have 32 gigs of flash? Well, hard drives gets cheaper almost every couple months. So we want to give you the option to go out there and buy a hard drive to put on the system. Keep the cost low so you get the system cheap. That makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. Well, yeah, but that 32 gig, you fill it up easy. Yeah. Here's the problem, you idiots. If you buy a physical disc, there's no installation. None. You have an installation of a check to make sure that these are legitimate, whatever. But that's it. Other than your saves, that's it. Well, you could buy 60 gig games, but you still have the physical disc as a key. That's kind of freaking stupid. I could take my Smash Brothers right now and walk over to my friend's house, put it in, and still enjoy the game. Because they ain't gonna read the disc and say, oh well, no. And now look at the 500. Oh, the 32 gigs, they should have got a 500 gigs. You know what people I've seen on YouTube saying that 500 gigs is too much because they have 4 or 5 games, and people now are deleting games off of their hard drive so they could play new games. That's holy crap. If that's not the term of stupidity, I don't get that. And I'm not talking about people who are doing this who didn't see this. I'm talking about these YouTubers who say the stupidness and then now trying to say, oh man, I gotta go do this. But you bashing at a concert for that, even though you could buy it. Like I got me a 2 terabyte hard drive for my Wii U, $60, $59.99, $60. $60. And it's nowhere filled up where it needs to be, of course. Now you got Xbox and PlayStation coming out with a second version of their consoles, of course, that has a hybrid or a terabyte. Yeah, sure. That's good. I know we'll see how that costs and how it goes and everything else like that. But that's the kind of argument and research you guys put up that's make you sound, I don't know, stupid. Lots of brain cells again. Really? That makes no sense to me. And then with all, we're still getting glitch-filled games. We're still getting bad optimized games on the consoles. Wii U is not immune to that because people do bad optimization to the Wii U because Nintendo made one thing to tell you. You might not like Nintendo using the power ARM system, than the x86 system, but they put it in there before because let me look at it. Let me see. The games that took advantage and took the time to make the game, the third parties or second party that worked their butt to code the games on this, including the indie developers, did a patch on their game. So I'm not denying that. When it came out, it was buggy. Fast Racing Neo, he had glitches and stuff. It didn't happen to me, but I acknowledge it. I'm not stupid to say, oh, it was a perfect game. It wasn't. And you know my stance. There's no such thing as a perfect game. But anyway, those games came out stable. Really, no big problems. No super big patches. Ain't no, oh, this game came out with 6 gigs, but then I need a 20 gig patch to fix it. What? So the games was 6 gigs, we need a 20 gig patch to fix it. And that didn't even fix the patch. I mean, fix the bug. You need other patches after that. Really? Oh my God, really? Oh my goodness. You people are like, oh my God, it's nuts. That's crazy to me. Really it is. And now people are talking about we're gonna do the next console. We want streaming. We want they call it streaming and everything. I'm like, streaming. I pay a lot for my for my internet. No ifs, ands about that. I pay a lot for my internet, and my internet is not that stable in where I'm at. My internet is 20 up, 200 and 200 down, and it's not stable. I tried to do something last night. I got 5 up. I was like, what? And I got about 40 something down and I was at 11 o'clock at night. It's not stable. You guys want to go online streaming with these games and these games for those gigabytes and stuff, and then you gamers want the next generation to have this 4K thing and all that stuff. You know what? Go right ahead. This game market is going to go down the hole more and more and more. It's ridiculous. It is totally ridiculous. It doesn't bother guy. Anyway, but this I'm just saying that it's not, everything is just doing. I'm trying to think clearly because let me put it this way: Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft. This is what I want from you in the next generation. All right. This is me talking subjectively, not objectively, subjectively. All I want is a freaking game console, okay? That plays games. I don't give a damn about no online chat because I can do online chat on my phone, which is going to take up less bandwidth so my games don't lag because it's a different device. I can do that and I can do it for free. I don't care what ways to watch television. I got smart TV in my house. I got a 4K TV that has all the apps and everything now, Hulu, Crunchyroll. I don't need none of that crap. All right. I don't need these crazy features unless it enhances the game itself. I don't need no Streambox, Blu-ray player to watch movies. I don't need none of that junk. Okay. I want me a console that people can make their games and the game run. I don't give a damn about resolution. I don't give a damn about what, as long as the game is fun and has no glitches and no major problems. That's what I want in the next generation. And technically speaking, that's all I want for the console, because what I want from all three of you, even third parties, is the games. That's it. All I want is games. I am a gamer. I'm not a consoler. I'm a gamer. I want to play games. That's all it is. That's all I want to play. That's all I want to enjoy. Because this graphics thing is getting crazy. Those games that do the graphics and do the graphics right and have the game, the frame rate and everything looking nice and crisp and you're playing, kudos for you guys who do that. You worked your ass off, and those games looking good. One of my Google Plus, one of the things I put on my Google Plus just a while ago was I set a minimum PC requirement to run Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that's coming out this summer. That is the minimum. That is really the minimum. That's why I love art style over photorealistic graphics. If a game pulls it off, that's cool. If it pulls it off and have the gameplay with it, because Order 86, you know what? I don't care about this. It's not the length that bothered me. It was that you really were playing a movie and that kind of stuff. There's some gamers, but that game was catered to certain gamers. Is that a majority of gamers? No. But at least get it to certain gamers. I hope those gamers who got it, I heard people enjoy it, they enjoy it. But unless you tell I don't play interactive movies. I just don't. I want to control stuff and have fun. As you can see, Red Steel right here, a game that I work on. All the stuff I'm doing everything on the screen. This is a part of the game I like. And also, this is why about TMNT. This is why I like cell shaded or art style. You could do so much art style. You could do so much effects with art style, and you could upscale art style. So art style is so scalable over photorealistic graphics. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Everybody and their mama that I've seen in my circle saying this game looks awesome. I can't wait for it to come out, and it does look good. But when the graphics card is one DDR4, I mean, it's not even nothing to run that system. Just the same thing with Tales of Hysteria. You don't need a powerful graphics card. You could buy a regular bargain PC from Walmart or Target to run those games and have fun with it. And if Platinum Games do exactly what they did with Transformers, then you know what? It will be an awesome game. I ain't gonna be without doing all that crazy stuff. I am looking forward to an awesome game. Let's see what goes with that game. But of course, no, again, nobody's gonna talk about that. And of course, I mean, my last topic is, like I said, I've learned very well before I, which is basically the financials came out. Everybody's talking about, oh, the Wii U's, Nintendo's this, Nintendo's that is bad, and look at that. Look how fast that's going right there on the screen. Fast. Can anybody? I mean, because it's not graphically intensive, but you can still do crazy stuff with the art style. Oh man, one of my hidden gems. I'm going to talk about this game. Well, I'm talking about this game, in a discussion review. But other than that, the financials came out. Everybody said, "Oh, it is." They're 10. As I said, it was 45. Let me try to be a little bit honest. I don't want to. I mean, because I don't want to give nobody no false number. So it was that. Oops, clear. It was that minus. Oops, delete. Minus. Okay, it was about 20. They are 25. Their projected profit margin this year is 25 million lower than it was the year before. Now I could say that's bad if it was like 25 million and it's lower than that, or it was 100 million maybe, but 400 million, nah. That's not that shows something. Don't get me wrong. I'm not denying that they lost. Something's there, but the thing that killed me when I again, as I pointed out with that one, is like IGN and not even IGN. Forget what IGN. Wall Street Journal didn't point this out. This blew my mind. Wall Street Journal didn't point this out. Operation costs. Nintendo's forecast for operation costs is on point, and is is going over the forecast. And if it goes over the forecast, that means it's going to be a surplus. And let me give you, I'll give you the one-on-one version of this. If, and Mira talked about this, but I'll make it easy for y'all. I got a revenue stream that's coming in that's still giving me money, which is the games. I forecast this year that I need to do, I forecast this year that I need to do $40 million to take care, to put in operation costs, to take care of everything this year. That's people's pay. That's people's pay. That's some R&D for something for the games, for all kind of stuff like that. Running the lights, the water at the buildings and everything. That's operational costs. That's what I gotta do. $40 million. Come to find out that everything was going so good that the cost for this year became $10 million. No, sorry, not 10 million, that's $30 million. So if everything's going right, and by the end of the year, the cost came out to be $30 million, then that means I made a surplus onto my profits. Whatever money's left back over, which is $10 million, that's the surplus. And that's when the tender is going. And it's not a small surplus, it's a big surplus. That's why I put it out in that video. That's a surplus onto your revenue stream. And nobody called that out. I was like, really? Yeah, that's why you guys don't. That's why games that don't do research. Don't get into it if you don't know how to do that. Really, you don't. And all the people who downed how should I say, down certain games. I mean, Festival and Mario Party. I remember Mario Party got bad reviews and people bashed Mario Party. Mario Amiibo Home Design. That game came out, you know, in the fall. Oh, we don't want that kind of. We don't want Amiibo, that kind of Amiibo game. Neither Amiibo Festival. But we don't want that kind of game. Yeah. So Nintendo took, and I told it on my podcast, I'm giving a rough estimation for the 3DS game. I don't know what it costs to develop. I know the ranges, but I'm gonna give a number. So Nintendo took Amiibo Festival, and we taking out the Amiibo card, not Festival, Home Design. Take out the Amiibo card that's a part of that thing, because that's also more revenue for them. I mean, profit. Take out the cards. You got, how should I say? So they put $5 million to make this game. They sold 2.93 million copies. So they turned $5 million into $120 million. Just like with Mario Kart, like I said, Mario Kart in the last generation, they turned a $20 million game into a $2 billion game. That's freaking ridiculous. That's why I said, well, I want, as long as these games are financially success, I want Tomb Raider to be a financial success so we can make no games and take out those stupid microtransactions. There's a reason why microtransactions are in. There's a reason why microtransactions are in Halo 5. I don't know what it is now, but by the time Halo 5, for the first couple months of Halo 5 made $2 million off of just microtransaction every 2 days. And you think 343 Studios and Microsoft is not gonna keep put it in the next in Halo 6, 7, 8? And that's what's gonna happen to all the other games, because average game in the first 3 months drops off a cliff. While again, Nintendo games go evergreen. Nobody talks about that though. Nobody talks about that. So 2015-14 shows me that most people on YouTube who got these channels, they don't do the research, they talk a lot of mess, they talk hype, they talk hype, can't back up none of their talks. And again, anybody out there, I mean, I could show a video when somebody came on my channel. You know what? Let me put this here quick before anything else. That's what time it is. Okay. Let me say this here quickly. I do my research. I get 3 types of people that comes to my channel when they comment. When they do a negative comment. Everybody else, I'm happy. What the hell was that? Oh, it's still on. No, I was hearing noises. I want to know what the hell the noises were. Like I dropped something. Okay. Let me see. Nope. All right. Sorry for that screen, whatever. Let me, I can't show it. You know what? I'll show it. I'll exactly show it. I'll show you exactly how. I'll show exactly what I do when I see comments, so you can understand how I do things, and maybe this could help out other people. Let me see. Let you go other people, which is so I'm gonna go to my channel. Now, all the people who sub to me, again, thank you. I'm 175 right now. Like I said, my channel goes, my viewership goes beyond that. Sometimes I get, here you go, 3,000. All my top ones are music or good reviews or stuff like topics that are not negative at all. Not negative at all. So, which one was it? Let me just, not the IGN one, which is the one you could get a lot of stuff talking about. That's not it. One podcast, no. This one. And this is a good video to watch it too. You know, like I said, I don't make no money off of YouTube. You could go and check this video out though. But it's the breakdown of why, which I'm basically repeating right here. Now, let me say this. Thank everybody who comment on my videos. Thank you, really. You know what? I go back and forth with everybody else, and I would give basically a nice comment back to you guys too. If topics, and even if I don't agree with you, I won't bring you down or bash you. I'll be nice. And I've done that to many people who's like, hey, I know I disagree with you, but you know what? I could see certain things. Most of my subs I met to that. Like people didn't agree with me at first, but then we talk and we found out we're rational people. So here's the thing. This is what I do. As I said, again, and I don't argue subjective. I never will. I never doing opinions. I'm not going to argue that with nobody. If that's your opinion, you strongly believe that, as with Turner John with one-on-one, I said, you know what, we agree to disagree, because I could not tell, even though I was giving him facts and everything, I couldn't say, hey, he said he still have hope and he wants certain things to go a certain way, even though it'll make the company bad and blah blah blah. You know what? It is what it is. So with that said, so if I see you have a negative comment, what I'll do is, of course, see the comment and click to see who you is. And then go to your Google Plus as well and look through your stuff and see, you know what? This person is a negative person. You want to be a jerk about it, whatever. If you're one of those people that I know I can't ration with, I'm not going to bother argue with you, which is you could see in the comment right here. As that person said, the we use a piece of shit, get over it. And I replied, well, thank you for sharing your comments. That's your subjective opinion, and I will never disagree with you. Nothing else behind that. I've done that in other videos when people say that stuff and they never come behind me and say anything else. Because I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to argue, and I'm damn sure ain't going to do no, what do you call it? Keyboard warrior with nobody. You want to have a one-on-one with me. That's what my one-on-one is right now. If you want to have a one with me, bring it on the podcast. Let's talk. Because sometimes people typing, I could misspell. I could do a lot of stuff. I did that today. I voice texted this thing and it said hobby and all kind of stuff. I'm a hobby instead of hobby. So I don't want to do that. We talk through the magic of the internet. We talk to each other and see what can happen. Mr. Red Fox had a podcast last night with somebody talking about McKinsey and Fune. Mr. Red Fox, hey, you tried. Not surprised, but hey, at least you try to talk with him, and at least he came and tried to talk with you. Most of the times, here's the thing: because of who I am and what I've said on my multi videos, people come and I say certain things, and I always say, well, you know what? Let's go do this one-on-one. They never, I do mean never, try to do the one-on-one with me. They back off. I'm not gonna bite you. I'm not gonna kill you. Nothing. Unless you say you have facts, you have words. Bring it on. Let's talk about it and see what happened. I let you, like I said on my podcast, I let people talk. I'm not gonna overtalk you. I'm not gonna overtalk you. I want to hear you talk and let everybody see what they say out there. And I'll do it on my channel. I'll do it on your channel. I don't care. There are a couple people who say some stuff. One of them always basically ducking and diving me every time. I'm not gonna say his name here because it ain't worth it. But don't say nothing. Come into my comment section or my whatever and then run away. If you have the balls to say something, say it, and let's do a one-on-one. Now that my schedule opens up a little bit, even though I'm running my company more, I could schedule one-on-ones now. As you can see, I scheduled 2 this week. The Tuesday was Red Fox, and tonight will be one with Salem. And hopefully that goes well as well. And more so, like I said, I've been cordially. I've not dissed nobody. I don't call no names. There's no, I don't need to call nobody no names or nothing. It's not worth it. So when you leave your comments, just make sure, like I said, you're not gonna troll me to go and do a comment section, argue with you and all that stuff. Okay, you say what you gotta say. If it's a subjective opinion, which I know the facts, I'm not gonna argue with you. If you believe Mario 3D World sucks, you believe it sucks. Okay. But if you say Mario 3D World had glitches just as big as Assassin's Creed Unity, then I'll have to say, okay, no, you're wrong. Now you're lying. That's something that's a fact that I could prove, and I could prove. So, but anything subjective, I don't like. SK Massive, one of my cool boys, Twilight Princess HD is looking very well. But it says all gamepad. It's gonna be gamepad, no Wii U or nunchuck. Don't think I'll be picking up the game then. If the game comes to me, it's because of a certain special thing. But I'm not buying the game because I love the remote and nunchuck. Those who love the buttons, they're gonna get the buttons, and that's good for them. That doesn't mean that what they're saying is bad, or what they're saying is, that doesn't mean that you want to enjoy it with the buttons. Go ahead. It's just not for me, and I won't bash you for that. I will see. Let me see if I have a next that shows that, like my review of Xenoblade Chronicles. Let me see if it's he said he don't like he said at the end it was rubbish and trash. I disagree with him, but you know what? I still say thanks for watching the video. Comment. I see that on Xenoblade Chronicles that you survive in the planet, and I know that it was going to be an open-ended. That's back for the Japanese version because I bought that before anything. I know the is going to be an open-ended open that makes sense. So, but I do respect your thoughts, and I wish like you said, they could deliver a good story next time when they're doing the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 or whatever. I don't have to argue with the guy, and it could be fully respectable. I try my best to reply to everybody's comments. If anything, at least a hands up, or I try my best to do that when I have the time because it's in my schedule. So I don't do this stuff with this negative dick riding or back and forth or whatever. I bring my facts, you bring your facts, and let's hash it out. If you want to do this, all right. If you don't want to do this, again, I'm not wasting my time, and you're gonna waste your time trying to troll me because I'm not gonna bait. I'm not gonna bait. If you don't want to do a one-on-one with me, you just don't do one-on-one with me. That's all it is. Done. But I will. But I've been on other people's videos that I've said my opinions. Even bigger YouTubers. I put my stuff. I've seen people like I've gone to bigger YouTubers, and they have everybody has multiple threads for saying this sucked, that, whatever. I go there and say, hey, but this and this about the Wii U, or this and this about Nintendo, or this and this about a third-party game is this, whatever. Like I've been on Rich Review Tech, I've been on Angry Joe, I've been on Austin Evans. I've said stuff. Nobody has disagreed with me on those channels when I put up my opinions, or I should say facts, not opinions, facts. Nobody has disagreed with me. Nobody's called it out. Nobody has said, "Oh, you're wrong." None, not a one. And those guys have so much subs. You think they'll attack me for saying what I'm saying, but they don't because I talk facts. I'm sorry. I'm not 100% all the time, but I'm not gonna. You ain't gonna play me like that at all. So I don't know how my little channel, thanks me, and my sister's little channel, has become this great thing, and I thank everybody out there again for watching it. I don't know how it's become that great thing, but unless it's common sense and stuff like that, as Andre and everybody else said on my last part, the random podcast, it's like I should not bring logic to the internet. I should not bring logic to the internet. Yeah, I shouldn't, but that's the way I look at life. I'm sorry. I got no time for BS. I don't got no time for people nonsense, of course. So, for real, life would be much easier if gamers could go up there, buy their stuff, enjoy what you are enjoying. Seriously, take the time, research the game, buy what you like, enjoy it. If you bought a game that was a 4 on a PlayStation or Xbox or PlayStation Vita, but you enjoy the hell out of it, don't care what a Nintendo fan, PC Master Race, blah, blah, all those other guys said. Don't. You enjoy it? You having fun with it? I don't need your validation to enjoy my game. I spend my money on my game. The only thing I argue all the time is the microtransactions, the DLC, and the broken games. We have to speak with our wires to stop publishers, even Nintendo, from not making these games so they don't come out with these games like that. We gotta stop, as Mr. Red Fox was saying, we gotta stop getting into the bullshit. Literally. We gotta stop getting into this bullshit and just enjoy the games that we have. Get your games and enjoy it. That's all it is. All the games that I bought, I enjoy. I have not resold, other than the Shadow thing I said earlier, I have not resold not one little game back. Like, I have a closet beside him. Right now I'm in my studio, my home studio, and the closet I have is like a 10-foot closet. I have like a dresser on the side. The DS games in that the DS and 3DS games in that dresser, I have 3 dressers. It's got to be about 150 DS games, DS and 3DS to get it combined, plus some Game Boy Advance, because back in the DS days you could have put the Game Boy Advance, you could put them inside of the cases, and I lost some of the boxes. I have handheld. I got over 150 handheld games, and then I got like 2 little wall units outside right now that have Wii U, Wii, GameCube, Super Nintendo, 64, Genesis. Holy crap! Seriously, I got some crazy games that I bought and I enjoy, and nobody's gonna tell me what I bought was garbage. You could tell me it's garbage, and I gotta say, you know what? I see the fun in it, and I enjoy it. But you know what? You believe it's garbage. You believe it's garbage. One of the games that people call garbage a lot, I love. I could be objective and see the bullshit in the game. Don't get me wrong, but I love Other M. I love Other M because there were no glitches. The controls were rock solid. You can't say you messed up. The whole coming from free roaming with the first person view and a lock frame, that was a problem. The story, how to unlock her powers, that was bullshit. That ain't stupid. That was messed up too. But there's so much stuff in that game as a Metroid. That's one of the biggest Metroid fans out there that I am. To see what those games, to see what that story, because that game answered so many plot holes that was left in Fusion. And Fusion is the last Chronicle game of the whole series. Metro Other M answered many things. And I didn't have no problem with Samus's voice like other people. Because most of her voice is monotone. Over 75% of her monologue, her talk was internalized thoughts. That's what it was. So I'm gonna be monotone in my thoughts. In most cases, that's what you're gonna do. I mean, unless you really are a crazy person and do all the stuff in head. And sometimes I create creative people. Sometimes I create psycho killers. So I hope you're not one of them. But it is so crazy. It is so crazy. Shoot, I ain't. You guys even got video questions here. Why does everybody say I'm gonna go with Lupacillo? I'm asking questions, and then I'll jump to the podcast with Selim, which will be coming at 7:30. So let me just ask these questions. I normally would have never arced and cast light, but like I said, people put it in there. Let me just go through it quick. Why do everybody say Nintendo had a bad digital event? Did we watch the same show? I thought it was incredibly well put together. The puppets. I mean, again, that's subjective, Lupacillo. It is what it is. I mean, what I think because we had such a great digital event in 2014 that it fell short. Which that's one of my things of philosophy of life. You don't know what's going to unless you have something bad or not or average or something like that. I think if I say like I said, if I put I have it in my video. If I say this, if I put all the stuff that happened at E3, I think Nintendo did a great job. But the digital event compared to last time was kind of everybody was looking for something special, and not many things special came out of it. And the reason I say the bad event not because of what Nintendo did is because fans became stupid and ignorant and just argue over video games in a certain way that I thought crazy. Again, I'm in the industry and I got contracts and money writing on things, and I'm not that butthurt about certain things as you guys. Again, Nintendo makes money, so I really don't care. So, but like I said, it's subjective. Like I said, Star Fox did get delayed. Again, I got the opportunity to play the game before anybody play the game again, not before anybody else. Of course, people else played, but played it in a nice controlled environment, and I enjoyed it. So I can't wait for that game to come out. Of course, that's one of the games that's for my contest. That if you guys want to win it, if you win the contest, you get that game for free, totally free. There's Selim, if you're listening, basically, and I hope I'm saying it right, the name right. Yeah, I'm basically about 7:10. I'm gonna go down. I'm in my bonus room. I'll go get something to drink. So my throat's kind of parched, but I'm gonna get something to drink in about 7:10, 7:15. That link that I shared with you, you should just jump to that, and then we could talk, and then we could start up the podcast. So let me see. Lupacillo again. Big guns. What big guns can be bigger than scale cannons? Owing latest. You're gonna be one of the few people that I'm gonna have fun with when I do a one-on-one with you, Lupacillo or Neil, because you and Triple M, you guys have a weird thought process. Not weird and bad, but just you guys have that. That's what I said. You could have a thought process. You could be weird, or you could be a psycho killer. So I hope you're gonna just the cool weird side and be creative. Let me see. I have Triple M. I'm guessing Zelda, Wii U, Metroid, playable Samus, etc. Oh well, I don't know if that's a question. It was a question you asked in Triple M or not. Let me keep on going. Let me see if I can find questions. Oh, you were answering Lupacillo. Okay. Let me see. Well, basically overhype. Again, that's 2014-15 showing that people are building this bubble and it's popping. Just these bubbles that people keep on going and pushing. Again, check out the video that I showed at the beginning why the 8th generation is bad. It's multifaceted. It's gamers' fault. It's publishers' fault. It's developers' fault. It's our game. We gamers are doing stupid stuff. The developers are doing certain stuff that's stupid. Publishers are doing something stupid. All that combined is going to create a messed up situation. And that's why I say I just want consoles just to be consoles. I don't need no cheap version of a PC. I don't need a stream box. I don't need no sling box. I don't need a chat box. I don't need a voice chat box. I don't need none of that stuff. All I want is I put the game in my console and I play it. That's it. Simple. Everybody wants this complexity thing. I want a simple, whatever. Do the complexity stuff in the video game itself. But the way to play the game, make it simple, streamline it. That's why people want a console more than a PC. I also saw that video today where people say, one guy was like, "Oh, why PCs?" But I'm like, Seriously, the PC's better than, yeah, in raw power and doing certain things. Yes, it is. But again, certain people just like to put in a game and don't have to worry about Windows update or viruses, all that stuff. So the console has its advantages too. Everything has its, and nothing's perfect. That's why I also have a video on my channel called "What's Let me I can show that quickly. Share. Go again. Share entire screen before I finish. On my channel, I have a video which should be in the breakdown. Where is it? Where is it? Well, Dead Gamers is one I think you guys should check out so you can learn about some stuff, but it's not that. Short rant. Nope. Oh, okay. Here it is. Yeah. This right here that you see on the screen. Anybody out there who never watched this video, check this out. This is what I give in this video. I gave the reason why everything has a weakness. Every single thing that's mass produced, everything that's mass produced, and nobody can say, nobody could dispute me on that fact. None. Because that fact is 100% guaranteed right there. There's no holes in it. That argument, no holes in that argument at all. Oh, hope anything's slowing down again. I'm talking about PC, everything, PC, Nintendo, all consoles, hardcore, mobile, everything. I'm talking about everything that plays games, everything that's mass produced. There's a weakness in there. Go to that video and watch that video, and maybe you can leave your comments there. But shit, and that's one. I never say subscribe to my channel because, like I said, I do this for fun. But I don't care about, because I don't, like I said, I'm not monetizing my video. But this video right here, response to all gaming console weakness, share that with your friends, because maybe that could help you with some argument, because it is one thing that needs to be shared. I think one person here said the same thing. I'm gonna share with share it with my classmates and everything. It was going back and forth. Oh yeah, because you don't want to know the rest of the thing. But he said I'm gonna share it with my classmates and stuff. That's the one weakness that every game has. Every game, and I break it down piece by piece. That's why it's in the breakdown part. So whenever you get a chance, go check that out. Oh boy, look at that. Yeah. You did a great job with the glitches, Ubisoft. Yeah. But other than that, like I said, I just wanted to get that out of my system, because after this week, seeing how people getting the news forecast for Nintendo wrong, seeing how everybody's bitching about the stupid stuff, talking about droughts and gaming, and don't talk about nobody. These guys talk about the real issues. It's the dick measuring contest that's messed up. They don't talk about those issues. So what I'm saying again is this: if you're gonna say something that you're gonna do research about it, do your full research. If not, just pick up your games and enjoy it, because you know what? And I'm saying this now. Again, give me 7:30. I'm gonna have a podcast next one-on-one. So I hope that would be a good one-on-one. But there's no perfect games out there. All right, none. Every game has a flaw. Every game has a glitch. Every game has everything. There's no perfect game out there. Never been one. Never gonna be one. Never has one. Why? Because perfect is subjective. I'm sorry. Nobody could stop that. Let me see. Let me see. Do you agree with opinions like? No, I don't. This might mess up a lot of people. Let me stop sharing the screen, because I might mess up a lot of people's view if they're watching this. Where it says, so didn't really sell that bad. I doubt Ubisoft spend much money making a game. I just want a sequel. Why do they have to own it and No More Heroes? Because they're the publishers. They don't want. They made the game. They own the rights. Yeah, sorry. The same thing with Bayonetta. I remember I was on a Google Plus comment, and the guy was like, "Man, I want platinum games to make another set of games. All I need to do is make. What he said. All I need to do is make a next Bayonetta stuff. Like that depends on Sega. I said Sega owns the IP, and then he went into a long thing. I'm like, look, Sega owns the IP for Vanquish, for Ving Reigns, Anarchy Reigns. Anarchy Reigns. Vanquish, Anarchy Reigns, Mad World, Bayonetta. If you are a Nintendo person, go to Nintendo's page and put in and see the Bayonetta as a DLC that you just got for Smash Bros. If you have it, and look where you see the label on it. It says Nintendo and Sega. Sega owns Bayonetta's IP. Platinum Games does not own the IP, don't own none of the IPs, which is sad. Turtles is Activision, which is licensed through Hasbro. No, that's Transformer. Who owns Turtles license other than Activision? That I don't know. I gotta do my research on that. But I know like the Transformer Devastation, Hasbro is the company. Activision got the gaming license, and they do it just like how if Nintendo wanted to put Goku into Smash Brothers, or like people was asking for that, they would have to go to Funimation. And also Namco Bandai, which would what we call Namco Bandai on the gaming license, but still got to ask Funimation as well too, and all kind of stuff. It just when they own the IPs, it is what it is, and I don't want to get into that kind of crazy talk. But yes, I would love Red Steel 3 with that same style that I just put up on the screen. Love that. I would love to have Red Steel 2. Red Steel 3, but they own it. No More Heroes, they own it, but. The Red Steel 2 could happen, but it's up to them. The No More Heroes, Suda 51 don't like Ubisoft. They don't. They broke the contract, and that's the next thing with third parties. Third parties broke so many contracts with Nintendo. That's why Nintendo do not want to work with these guys because it stabbed them in the back. And also, the developers could say that. Hideki Kamiya said the same thing. Suda 51 said the same thing. Shinji Mikami said the thing. Michael Axiel said the same. All these are big major games that make these games say the same thing. They don't like their publishers because they do shady stuff. They do shady stuff. That's why all those guys who make all those games on the NES, who made their name, Kenji, Iga, and all these other, the Koei Tecmo guy, all those guys, they're not with the same company no more. For what reason, I don't know. But I know the reason. But again, they're not with the same company no more. But Miyamoto's still with Nintendo. Same thing as Inuma. Same thing as Sakurai. Same thing as Tazuya, Kono. All those people are still with Nintendo. So it is what it is, man. It's just crazy. The Suda 51 does not want to work with Nintendo. Not Nintendo. Sorry, my mistake. Well, with Ubisoft because they broke the contract. That game was never supposed to be ported. It got ported. Same thing happened to 007 on the Wii. GoldenEye, same thing for Resident Evil 4, Beautiful Joe. Those games was never supposed to be ported. They were supposed to be exclusive only. They broke the contract. They went over there. Same thing with the Raven Rabbits. All those games the contract got broken. So I'm not gonna put my hand out and you keep on slugging my face. Sorry, I'm not doing that. But anyway. With that said, again, sorry I just wanted to get this out. You could think of it as a kind of a rant, really, but I just wanted to get all that stuff off my chest from seeing all the stupidity the last 2 weeks. And gaming is not going to change. I feel a crash is coming. I don't want it to do that. But until gamers, developers, and publishers get their S together, someone has to give. And it's going to give it away because, like I said, Microsoft division is not making a ton of money. They barely make any money for Microsoft. And PlayStation, the only reason PlayStation 4, the PlayStation brand is making money is because of PlayStation 3. It's not PlayStation 4. They sell the most consoles, but all they sell in they make a slight profit out of the consoles. They don't have the first party. They barely have the second party barely sells, and all they're doing is paying. All of receiving as revenue is, other than the console sale, is licensing fees. That's it. They need to have the games that they make so they can make the major profits. That's why Nintendo is sitting pretty and looking and just smiling and laughing and sitting back. They might not have the console sales, but they have the money. They have the moolah, so they're making. That's why, again, I stated, because of the software. That's why the Wii U, even though it's less than everything, is making more profits than Sony, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One combined. Everybody just thinks it's just a console. No, software. The software is a console is nothing without the software. It's just a pretty little box. But without it to play something, just like a car, is nothing without gas. It needs to have gas. So I'll leave that. I'll leave that for anybody out there. So right now, I'm gonna go get something to drink. Salim, like I said, in the next I'll open up the next podcast at 10, basically about 7:10, 7:15. I'll be there. So you just join into that, the link I gave you. Everybody out there, if you want to continue to talk, so you have something not to do, you want to listen to us, you go ask questions as well too. Okay, he has a bunch of questions he asking me. Whew. So yeah. So that's gonna be my next one-on-one with Salim. In the next it'll be starting at 7:30. That one I'm gonna try to start on time. Hopefully we could get, because I never talked to him, so I hope we could get the greetings and everything straightened out, and then we go into the conversation. So I'll just drop out, go into that right now. I'm gonna go get something to drink, and my throat's parched. Thank y'all out there for listening and listen to me. Kind of, like I say, I was calm about it. I said stupid and all that stuff. I was calm about it, but it was kind of like a little mini rant that I learned that this market is very, very fragile. Even on the Nintendo side, it's all fragile. And I just want people, the only thing I want to take this from me, I want people to buy the games they like, enjoy the games they want. Don't buy the games that have glitches, bugs, and messed up practices. You should all want every game to be a financial success. And enjoy what you got, and don't argue about stuff. Use your money. You go buy whatever console you want and enjoy the games. That's all. That's all I want. If we get back to these games being fun and enjoyment and not this measuring contest, I think everybody will have an easier life and games will be enjoyed for the fun of it. But the way we're doing things now, we're forcing developers, publishers to do all these crazy stuff, and gamers are not helping by saying crazy stuff on YouTube and making these videos and getting angry and argumentative and all kind of stuff. Yeah, the market don't look so good in the future to certain people. Every major third-party company except for EA, which was because I can't wait to see their financial report. If they sold $900 million worth of DLC last time, I know for sure they made $1 billion. Gotta be. Because all the stuff with FIFA and all that other stuff. But we'll see where that comes out. But every major Capcom, Square, Nintendo, Platinum, Atlas, Sega, every company last year, because of financial times, they were restructuring all their studios and everything. So the gaming market's on Sony, Microsoft as well too. The gaming market's on a shaky ledge. So with that said, as usual, you could jump to the next podcast. It's going to be starting at 7:30 with me and one-on-one with Salim. Thank y'all for listening to me. As usual, there's no perfect game out there. What's perfect to you is not perfect to me. What's perfect to me is not perfect to you. Simply play your games.